Hello, I am Danny Hicks, and this is my Chat Chiropractic project. I am recording this over again because my first attempt was a bit rocky, lots of coughing, and it definitely ran a lot longer, so we'll try to keep this one a little shorter. So without further ado, wanted to jump right into the understanding portion of my project. I reached out to Mr. Enns via email since he was supposed to be our boss, and I just kind of wanted to show, just a quick overview of the emails. I asked questions like, try to get a little bit more background on Chatt Chiropractic, what the mission statement was, and what a successful project looks like for Chatt Chiropractic. And disclaimer, if I do have to cough at some point in the video, I'm sorry about that. I'll try to edit the noise down. But anywho, so our that is the understanding aspect of it. I would have liked to do some type of user research to also to understand, but since we didn't have real patience, my next best thing was to research the next portion of that, the my friends and family. So what I did was a Google survey, and let me press play here so you can see what is going on. Just a moment. Fit to screen. Okay, so hopefully, let me get this bigger. Hopefully you can see this pretty okay. These were surveys that I created on Google Forms, what age range describes you. I use that kind of for obviously demographic and to develop user personas. Any frustrations you can think of when you've had to schedule an appointment online. And the top answers for that one were having a session timeout and needing to start all over again. So I thought that was interesting. And the other last question is, what features do you like the most when scheduling an appointment online? And I have a couple different features. The biggest, or one of the biggest ones, was the calendar view and filtering capabilities. So I thought that was great data to use. From there, I did develop some user personas. You can't see the picture of the older woman. Let me move myself. So I have a couple different personas that I made from the data and just kind of gave them some personality, some bio, and things like that. To keep this video short, I'm not going to go into each one like I did before with my other videos, so I think it takes a little bit too much time. But it will be in the Figma link that I leave in the comment section. Here we go. And so I just wanted to, okay, so this would be my analyzation portion of my project. I did my research here, and my analyzation was kind of developing these personas and seeing where, maybe how they would be interacting with it. And I moved into the information hierarchy of the project. So this is kind of like the skeleton of what I wanted the website to look like. And this is a quick user flow of logging into the site and creating an appointment you have the new patient over here and current patient over here, and this kind of goes through the journey that they would likely take to get to this create a appointment section. So that is that. And so next I wanted to show you my mood boards that I made for the project. This is more design for you. I did take this from the UX case study that we did. I liked that he shared everything with his client and had a lot of visual references. And I really also liked the comments. I liked them going back and forth with the comments. I thought, it really kind of opened my eyes to how good Figma can be and interactive, and collaborative. So I have a couple examples of kind of what direction I may have wanted to go. Eventually, I sort of chose this one because I liked the monochromatic kind of look. Here again, this is taken from the case study as well. The header, trying to get a good idea of the fonts. I did end up choosing this serif font here. These I was just playing around with some colors. And we ended up kind of going in a scheme in between these two because this made me feel kind of more clinicky, felt a little more clinicky to me. So there's that, and then this is the um, logo that I created for Chatt Chiropractic. I created it in Figma. Um, so that is that. And hopefully I'm not going over. But yeah, so I wanted to also have you take a look at the wireframes I did. I did low fidelity and high fidelity. Oh, let me show you really quickly. Trying to be speedy here. I did do some written out wireframes in my notepad here before I started the the uh, the ones on Figma. So these are just the wireframes of the different pages here that you'll see shortly, and things that I crossed out and try to, do differently. You can see as well. So I just wanted to show that part of the process. And then we have the low fidelity wireframes here. I have the home page here, the our doctor section. This is all just to kind of show general layout and what things are going to possibly look like. I've made some comments here, like maybe an icon here, maybe an icon there. Um, made a note here, clicking the book now under a doctor's bio would link you to just their appointments only, and I'll kind of get to that when I get to the calendar app portion of it, or the scheduling app portion of it. Here's your sign-in area where new patients create an account and they do the card number. Here is the patient info form. Hopefully you guys can see this. So just let me kind of come in a little bit more. Patient info form, login screen, or create an account screen. Doctor screen where you can click book now. Here is a successful login of an account. You have your active appointments, recurring appointments, and this is the appointment setting app. And essentially the gist of this is you would have your toolbar here that would save all the information that you're looking for. So your name, of course, gets auto-filled in. You have this area where you're able to click and choose a service that you're looking to have done um, when what to book. Here you're able to choose your doctor from a drop-down menu, and you're also able to filter your days. And so what this will allow you to do is save this information, and this calendar app or this calendar view portion would update per what your selections were here. I also have a list view here that will populate um, once this is filled out. That way, if that's easier for you, you can scroll through the list view instead. And then I have a little legend over here, might be kind of small to see, but to show you that the green would mean available to click on, the red would be booked, and the gray would be, the doctor is unavailable those days. And of course, Sunday they're not open. Um, Sorry if I'm going fast. I just want to make sure I don't go over time. So really quickly, here is the high fidelity design uh, with the logo, the color scheme, and everything here. I really liked the call to action that our case study 2 was talking about, so I sort of put that in a different format than I did up here. So you have your call to action here, or if you're a current, if you are a current member, you click that. And so here is the login screen. Let me scooch in a little so you guys can see. Here's the login screen again. I also created a footer as well. Login screen, create an account screen. Here's the patient info form. Okay, a successful login. Let's see. We have the doctor's page with the doctor bios. We have their availability down here, and also the book now button has come to life. Okay, and here is the appointment setting app that is stylized. I did retain these colors because I thought that it would be easier to understand than trying to make it all blue. Red and green kind of feel better as far as like, available, not available. Okay, and then I just wanted to also create a screen down here that shows you what happens when you do click on an available date. Excuse me. When you do click on an available date, a shadow box will pop up with the available appointments for that day. You click on your available appointment and then click book selected to book that date. This app also needed to run on mobile, so I did do a mobile version of the appointment setting app. And of course, everything had to get condensed. Your toolbars here, and everything is sort of more in column form here. I had to take off the Sunday off the calendar. They weren't working. No one was working that day anyways, so it made more sense. So I have that. That sort of retained the same thing, just to be a little bit more consistent. And then the list view is still here at the bottom as well, in case you still wanted to do that. And so that concludes the design portion of my project. Next would be launching, which would be cool one day. After the launch, what I would then analyze would be the analytics of the site, where people dropped off, maybe do some user surveys and see, if there were any pain points or anything that, I could improve on. Thank you so much for your time, and hopefully you enjoyed it. I really truly enjoyed creating Chatt Chiro. Thank you.